Good one, race team, back at it with another video. So we got this crazy ass that I left him alone for a couple of hours, and all of a sudden I come back and he's spray painting his interior.
Hey man, it's your fault.
What'd you just say?
You left us unattended.
That I shouldn't have to worry about this.
Bad decisions happen. I like spray paint. You like spray paint. You should know that.
It did turn out pretty good so far. Just gonna go back and do black all over the dash, doing the black for the pillars, as well as going back and redoing the roof with probably suede black. So he's got that going now.
We're gonna eventually cut out the bed and rhino line this too.
Y'all are gonna rhino line the bed? Alright. Just know it's never coming back off once you put it on there.
Looks better than what it does.
Alright. But other than that, we've got a whole bunch of wire loom tubing is what it's actually called. So we can go through this motor and kind of clean up some of these wires that don't have any, and kind of get some of this old stuff pulled off and get it all fixed up. That way it actually looks good. So we will be getting at that, and then we're waiting on O'Reilly's still so we can get those ARP oil pan bolts and get those installed. So we'll get back at you when we get a little bit further along here. Also, a little update on his beans. Went from gray to red and black. Gonna order some different handles as well as some different panels eventually to start swapping it all back out, but not too bad. Looks pretty good, matching with the seats now, but it's almost there. Just gotta take some measurements for that passenger seat too and get that thing all mounted up. He got the steel today, so hopefully this will be enough steel to be able to finish it up and get that passenger side seat bracket mount made. We are almost there, so he's getting those oil pan bolts in though, and hopefully we won't have any more oil leaks. So we will get back at y'all. Alright, so little update. Got almost pretty much everything on the driver's side all protected and wire loom back up. As you can see, we've still got this left side to go back over and pretty all that shit back up, but not too much over here. Looks like a few things here and there. The injectors, throttle body. Then we got some wires up here at the top too. Whew. And then we've also got these two wires for this water temp sensor that we need to run some wire loom on as well. Probably go ahead and knock that out real quick. And then he is working on the oil pan bolts, getting the new ARP ones in, getting those two in the back that were actually missing to begin with, and getting all that tightened back up. So that is kind of where we're at the moment, but it's looking a lot better with this getting cleaned up. So get on this last one up here for the water temp sensor, and then we've got to pull this low jack that the dealership had on it before he had actually paid off the truck. So we still got that to pull, but looking a lot better. Basically, we are pulling the low jack on the truck that he had from the dealership. He already bought the truck, so he's already got it paid off, got the title and everything. He just never brought it back up there for them to take it off. So we are taking it off right now. Already have the fuse box side already taken off, all the small shit, the small wiring that was attached with it. Just got to finish pulling it off the firewall, and then he's already got the fuse box loose for me, so we got to see how it taps into that, and then pull that side out, and then reattach the fuse box. I've already reattached the plate for the fuse for the power back on the firewall. So the only thing I have left for that is to reattach the alternator bracket, or not bracket, the alternator wire. And I'm actually going to pull that one out fully, that way I can redo the loom on that, that way we can get all that looking good again, and then we'll throw that back in there. And then we still have the whole left side to do the wire looming on, but we are slowly getting there. Then after that, I still got to do some measurements on the passenger seat to make that seat mount bracket, and then we are pulling the rear bumper because he's doing a roll pan for the rear bumper. Other than that, it's pretty much it until he gets back from vacation. He's out on vacation right now, should be back next 2 days. But once he gets back, we'll have all this finished up, hopefully. Then he'll go get the roll pan, and then he's talking about getting some stuff for the exhaust, so hopefully we can get that all finished up. That way it's not just long tubes and that's it. But we are slowly, piece by piece, getting there. Anyways, gonna finish pulling this load jack and finish getting some of this wire looming done. That way I can start moving on to the rest of it. We'll get back at you. Alright, so back at it the next day. We finished the wire loom last night, as well as pulled the rear bumper off, and I got the measurements that I needed to make this passenger seat bracket. So this morning I'm going to get on that, start getting these L's bent and all this, start getting it cut and prepped to weld, and then get this thing welded together and start getting it prepped to bring it over there, making sure we got everything as it's supposed to be, and then start drilling everything out. So we are pretty much 99% there, but I got to get started on the seat bracket this morning, so I will start getting all this in the vise, getting it hammered down, bent, cut, and prepped for weld. That way I can get this all prepped up and mocked up. So we'll get back at you. All right, so a little update on it. Got the side pieces built for where they mount up to the actual truck. Now I've got to go through here, grind it all down, make it look all nice. And then I've got to see if we've got enough flat to go in between it to brace it front and back. Hopefully we do. If not, he'll just have to grab another piece and then weld that in between, and then we can bring it over there and start fitting it in. All right, so here's all the protective wire wrap all redone on here. Yeah, he's up under it. Got all that shit all finished up. Got the rear bumper pulled off. That way we can start this roll pan. And then went and grabbed some parts from Summit today to start on the exhaust. So now we've got the Y pipes, we're getting them all, he's already got them all set on there, we're just tightening them down. Then we have a muffler to throw on here and some turn downs. Probably just gonna put one muffler in the turn down for the moment. Still waiting on some pipe to show up to possibly adapt and make it a little longer, but we'll see how this goes and see how he likes it. Other than that, we're all good on oil leaks, got it back down on the ground. Pretty much just ready for a tune after we get all this exhaust done.
Finally.
Yep, and then we already started on the passenger seat bracket. We just have to get some more flat and weld some more tabs on there, and then mount that passenger side seat after we drill the holes in it for the studs. But other than that, we're almost there. We'll get back at you when we get all this put together. Y pipes all installed. Let's see what this thing sounds like. quietened her down a little bit. Still sounds good though. Hell yeah. Not too shabby.